Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna trash on products that didn't make the cut for 2023, all of the worst items. I have 23 of them round up right here, so we're just gonna dive in and get to it. No offense to these brands. Many of these brands I love so much. These were just the items that were like, ew, gross. They're a pass for me. I dressed up today. I got in the mood. I got in the theme. I am feeling full-blown sassy and like ready to attack. So this might be a mildly offensive video, just heads up. I really did not like these products. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I always do mention to you when I do these kind of videos, if you like something, please, if it's working for you, keep using it, keep loving it. I am not here to tell you that you have to be just like me. We're just having a little fun and I'm chatting with you like I would any of my friends in real life, giving you the real scoop on how I feel about the duds. We want to spend our money on good things that make us feel beautiful and glamorous, like this hairspray. What am I even doing with this? I was gonna tell you like buy this hairspray, not this one. The hairspray I'm using today is Better Not Younger. It's the Wake Up Call High Hold Thickening Hairspray. And it is the only thing that under these lights and when filming for sometimes hours will keep my hair just like locked and in place, but still kind of not helmet head, you know? I actually love this brand so much. And actually you can hear this, I don't know, can you tell it's empty? Wait, here you can tell. Nothing. I used the full bottle. I got the full lowdown of how I feel about it. And this is the Wow Style on Steroids Performance Enhancing Texture and Finishing Spray. I love all Wow products for volume. There's a mousse and there's a spray root lifter that I have talked about ad nauseum. I've talked about it so many times here on my channel from Wow, and I'm just like, wow, wow, wow. However, this one did not wow me. It disappointed me. This just kind of didn't hold, and it says it's not sticky, but it is rather sticky. So this was a pass. I'm really into this one right here. And then also from the drugstore, L'Oreal Elnet is still like a Hall of Fame. I do tend to do that during fails. I'm like, I don't like this, but let me also tell you what is good. So I hope you enjoy that. I do want to let you guys know what is on my nails as well. ASMR vibes. Because my nails are long right now. I'm so pleased. These are my natural nails and nothing is breaking and they are all even, which makes me so happy. This right here from Olive and June is so good. This is Cabernet. It's been on my nails for a hot minute now. And like this technique, I don't care if it gets me in hot water. Like nail techs were like, hey, it's fine. It's totally good. It's really, 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 really working for me. Yay. Okay. All right, let's get back to the trash. I kind of feel a certain way because a lot of the products this year that did not work out, and I do this video every year. This year, a lot of these brands are like some of my favorites. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gossiping, but like with a microphone, and I just kind of feel a certain way about it, but it is what it is. We have Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. You either love them or you hate them. This did nothing for me. Like no blurring. I would wait. I would want to see some magic happening. Nothing. You know what? I don't even have a better explanation than this just did not visibly give me anything to continue to use it. I was like, I'm already using great skincare. It's not making my makeup go on better. I'm not seeing any results immediately. And I didn't like it. Shiseido. I don't know that I have talked about this one. Woo! The lid, like the little plastic lid just fell like this, but like landed face up and it has all this like pink makeup on it. Okay, this right here from Shiseido, this is the Shiseido Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush. This is giving Maybelline vibes back in the day, like was it a Color Whip foundation? Oh my gosh, what a time to be alive wearing makeup. We all wore that. You can lie about it if you want, but we all experimented with the puffy Maybelline. No, it was the Dream Matte Mousse. That's what it was. Oh, and it looked horrible and it would pill and like you could go too heavy really quickly and the color range was kind of like orange galore and it was just terrible. My mom wore it. I think my sisters wore it. I wore it. And this is like the blush version. It can get out of hand really quickly. So I just don't think it's worth the spend with so many blushes that launched this past year. This was definitely a pass for me. We're just going to laugh for a moment. that I actually did a video on Louboutin makeup, and I was so cheap that I did not order the $75 refillable case component that you are supposed to when buying this very ritzy makeup that actually does not perform. I don't like it. It was a fun video. I was so curious and I had a reason to purchase it. You guys give me the reason to go ahead and play with all this stuff, so thank you. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't, but this just was a big fat wah wah. And they're actually called the Abracadabra palettes. And I was like, dang, I missed an opportunity to make so many jokes about like, poof, your money's gone, abracadabra. I guess I made up for it just now, but just legitimately, why are we spending money like almost $100 and it doesn't even come with a case? I just can't. Like, I just can't with that. It's too much. It's too much. All right, let's talk about a couple of primers. The Instant Firm No Filter Primer. You better believe that I used this a few more times after my big primer investigation video. This just has so many claims, and I've seen so many people like visibly do a timer and have great success with it, and it just does not work for me. So I think there are people out there that love this one from Peter Thomas Roth. I'm not that person. It dried me out so bad. Like literally I would have smooth skin for a minute and then like halfway during the day, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like what? Like it's seeking revenge on me. Like what is going on? Do not like it. The Tula Filter Primer, the Blurring and Moisturizing Primer, not a fan. Not a fan. Slip and slide, just was a mess. What I do enjoy from them though, that is top shelf, this little guy right here, because I just got to throw some love. I have to throw a little love in here. This is the Gold Glow and Get It. You put this underneath your eyes before you even start doing makeup and it will brighten them up. Love it. Sometimes when I'm wearing no makeup, it's really, really good. Okay, so from there we have, okay. I love this brand. This is no shade. This is just, I love the loose version so much better. And I could not get this formula to work for my skin. I have skin that is true combo, that can gum up. I have oils that come through, but a top layer that can get really dehydrated. So much fun, let me tell you. I have like dry skin that looks greasy sometimes. It's very upsetting to me. I also have pretty large pores right here. I used to have cystic acne, did the whole Accutane thing. So I have like deep oil glands and it just can make a mess of things, especially powder. I am so picky with powder. So this one right here just looked like a gummy mess on me. The Easy Bake from Huda Beauty is not for me. I really wanted to love this. Like delusionally really wanted to love this so much that when I first got it, even though I wasn't really liking what I was seeing in the mirror, I kept using it because I'm like, come on, it's just like, it's my favorite loose powder. This is gonna get better. And I just hit a point where I was like, you gotta stop. Like some formulas are not gonna work out. So if you have combo skin like mine that does get a little, I hope the word gummy is making sense, where you are dehydrated but a little bit oily, this is not the win. The loose version is. And this powder is for no one, okay? There's not a single redeeming quality. I'm so sorry. I love makeup forever. This was so disappointing. I looked like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. Yes, this is in the shade light, but I still just don't think it should give off like a silver green punch. You know what I'm saying? This is the Twist and Light Loose Powder, and it was just so bad. So it ruined my makeup day, and like that was enough. Like it was the finishing touch too. It was like everything was done. A full like liner and the lashes and everything is done. And then I'm like, I'm gonna go in with this. And I like kind of went all over the face and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I am ruined. There is no turning back. I literally look like the Tin Man. This is terrible. And I just don't want that to happen to you. So pass, absolutely no. This is newer from Lancome. Let's see if I'm gonna continue getting PR because these videos always end up biting me in my behind. But we're gonna just spill the truth anyway. This is from Lancome. This is the new Serum Concealer. I prefer their previous version. I forget which one it's called. It's a good one. I do really like it. I don't like how these brushes are like, it's like a triangle right here, and then you go to apply it, and it's kind of hard and it doesn't lay down the product the right way, and it's a little watery as well. This just was not for me. Have you guys tried this? I'm not a fan. The only time in the past year that I have highly considered going back into Sephora with my receipt and being like, no, thank you. But I didn't, because I just feel it's like fair for me to, whoa! Okay, well, that eyeshadow just said a big F you to me. I was like, fine, I'm out of here. Okay, so this one from Westman Atelier, another line that I really love so many of the products, but these eyeshadows had no pigmentation. $75 for this stack. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? I really wish I hadn't spent $75. So I just hope to save you your hard-earned cash, and think twice, please. There's so many good things in the line, but this is just not one of them. All right, moving on to another eyeshadow palette. Now this is newer, and the more I played with it, the more I feel like this just gets everywhere, even with a glitter glue. I just really feel like the formulation on glitter shadows has improved so much. This was, I don't want to say the first, because glitter eyeshadow has been around forever, but Urban Decay really brought just all of the fun and had a lot of innovation back in the day. So hats off to the brand for that. But this formula just did not evolve into anything more creamy, or like, I just think that Makeup by Mario or Tom Ford, or even like the, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm comparing this. The LA Girl Holiday Palette has some glitters in here that are absolutely stunning, and they have that kind of see-through base where, I hope that's picking up, where there's just not a base, there's just the glitter, but this doesn't fluff everywhere. My problem with these guys is that it fluffs everywhere. So while it's a little bit more potent, I'll do a side-by-side, it's a pretty good dupe right there. The Moon Dust is expensive, and it fades. It just doesn't last, the same as some other products that are available. I don't even need to stay here long. Like, this was a heavy debate for a while. Like, people were DMing me and they're like, Tati, you're not using this correctly. Try it again. Try it again, please. Try it again this way. I tried this so many different ways because of your guys' request, and I just could not get this to work. Maybe it's just the worst shade ever for me, but oh man, yeah, it's really funny. I kind of want to like scoop out what's in here. Actually, I might do this. Hold on. Be right back. I have an idea. I'm gonna save and salvage this adorable package and reserve it for my purse so that I feel fancy and fabulous when reaching for it. And I'm gonna scoop out all of this that does not work for me. And I'm gonna put in this organic Vanilla Woods lip balm. I will leave the company name below. It is spacing my brain right now, but this is a smaller brand that was sent to me, and I really like their products. So that'll be like a win, right? Don't need to stay here long. This is just not worth the money. Like, honestly, get Essence for like a couple of bucks and there you go, it's good. This is the Mr. Brow Groom from Givenchy. The packaging isn't even that amazing, and the brush is so weird. It kicks out on one side, and you would think that that would be helpful, and maybe I just don't have enough brows for it to be helpful, but I just feel like the gel gets everywhere and it's just not my favorite. I prefer many of these from the drugstore, and it's a total save your cash kind of a moment. I also want to mention that more opaque color correctors are just not it. If you want a color corrector, get some type of a color wheel or a pan or something where you can mix lightly. And you can go in and correct redness around the nose with green. You can do peach underneath the eye, no problem. But the formula needs to be right to do color correction, because you don't want to leave the house with these actual colors on the skin. And when you have something that is so pigmented, it's going to be tough for most makeup users, most everyday makeup users, to do something where it looks good in real daylight. This is more for makeup artists, I would say, but even still, I would never reach personally for something this opaque. You know what I'm saying? I think you need something in a hard pan that is buildable or easy to shear out. But when you do these and they are too rich in color, you can screw it up real fast. So I just didn't like the formula on these, and I thought I would mention overall with most of them, Not a fan. My favorite right now is from NARS. They have a color corrector underneath the eye that comes in a jar. That's the kind of texture and consistency that I'm talking about. Neutrogena also has a great under eye color corrector that's not as crazy opaque and not as punchy with the vibrancy of the color. And this is kind of across the board, so it's not just Tarte. I think I might be one of the only that does not like these like dot on situations, like this whole like dot your face thing. Yo, I couldn't get into it. I tried. It is absolutely a nightmare for my skin type, for my face shape. I feel like this works really great for younger skin that doesn't want to do much else. This is definitely just not something that I personally loved. And maybe I'm a control freak and I just like going in with like an RCMA palette or my Danessa Myricks and my kind of brush that I like and chiseling things out. But I just felt anytime I did the dot thing, it didn't place or blend out exactly where I wanted it to, and it always kind of looked like a muddy mess. So not for me. Hermes powder, wow, what was I thinking? Why? Do you guys know they have a $75 lash curler? Don't buy it. Which is the one that I use right now? Shu Uemura. Yeah, that's a good one. Do not spend $75 on a lash curler. Please just don't. I don't even care how much money you have. Like, just don't. Just keep it moving. I was looking at some of their stuff and I'm like, should I try more of it? And I was just so underwhelmed. So it's just not for me. Have any of you tried this? It's just honestly nothing special at all. That's kind of how I feel about the Louboutin makeup too. I said what I said. MAC came out this past year with a dry brush mascara that is supposed to revive your lashes, and it just clumps them up. Do not be fooled. Keep it moving. I love MAC. I just received a little inch of PR from them. I don't get everything, but when I get stuff from MAC, I do get very, very excited. Should I show you? I'm gonna show you just cause, oh my God. They sent this to me and I felt like a queen. I felt like so seen and I was like, oh my gosh, MAC is sending me things. Like, are you kidding me? I'm not on as many PR lists as I once was. So there's that. But whenever like I get like the hard to find stuff sent to me in PR, I'm just like, it's so satisfying. I hope you know will not prevent me from speaking how I feel about anything. That's always how it's been here on my channel. So this one just clump central, but I have to show you guys this. If you have not seen this, I cannot wait to swatch and try this on. I'm probably gonna do that after I finish filming this video and film like a short because, oh my gosh. I sat here in the dark with like one light on, just literally zoning out, looking at this. And if James had walked in, he would have thought like something was wrong with me because I was seriously mesmerized. There's a blue one as well. It's like a blue purple. This is the Fizzy Feels Lip Balm in Taste for Bubbles. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Oh, and they sent me a primer too, super cute. Okay, so moving on, let's talk a little buxom. These liners were so hard. Like they did not pull the color at all. And every time I use them, I love the shape. I thought the shape was so innovative and it comes with a little brush on the other side to kind of smudge it out. But I'd like go in and I'd be like, ugh, and I'd be really tempted to do this thing. And I'm like really trying to preserve my eyelids, you know, like you don't want to be pulling at that really sensitive, thinner skin all the time doing your liner. So I was like, absolutely no. If something has too much grip, especially with liner, you're out. From Freck, the face hack, I just wanted to one more time go in and say, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Not a lot of product for quite a bit of money, and it blends out kind of waxing weird. Was not a fan. Stila had a primer this year that I did not get down with, which I'm upset about because it actually looked like my beloved Tarte primer, but in like a stick tube kind of a thing. It just, as you put it on, pills pretty badly. So that was my gripe with this. And it feels a little tough on the skin. So it's not as silky or velvetizing. and it was just a pass for me. Also from Ilia, I went on my I want to be non-toxic and clean and that whole adventure. I still love researching that topic, and I know that a lot of people are so divided on it, which honestly I think is kind of hilarious. Like, why are you so triggered? You know what I mean? Like, why do we get so triggered? That's what I was thinking about today. I'm like, if someone has an opinion online that you don't know, like, why are we so triggered by it? Maybe save your energy and just breathe a little bit and do you. And if you feel comfortable living your life one way, awesome. But something that I am personally working on for the new year is just living my best. And if I want to try something on for size for a season, great. I give myself full permission to be authentic in every moment and learn and grow. And I think that's what we're here to do. But I might change my mind, and that's okay. And I think it gets really tough when everybody's breathing down each other's necks and saying, you're wrong. No, that's false advertising. No, you're this. And it just is so funny to me. And honestly, every time I see the little Clean at Sephora logo, I hear noise from my comment section and from people online you're an idiot if you believe in clean beauty. It's maybe we're just curious, how makeup is made, and certain ingredients do, if you go on the dig, seem kind of dangerous, and that maybe they do stack up, and it's something to think about. That's all I'm saying. Do the products perform as well as some of the mainstream? No, and that's the laughable thing. I'm okay, I'm gonna go down that avenue and try as much as I can. Ultimately, I found products that I don't care what kind of logo you want to put it on or not, that I just love, and that's where I'm at. But there are also products that you can tell, they're missing that slip, they're missing the pigmentation, and this sadly was one of them. Ilia has great mascara, they have great face products. This palette was just not for me. It's the multi-stick face palette, and it's just really tough to blend and somehow simultaneously kind of waxy. But I just picked up a full finger load of that and nothing came on. It's just a waste of your money as far as I'm concerned. This one right here, I have tried this. I assure you, this is a different color. I couldn't find it. I feel did I try it and throw it away? I bought a few colors of these. I saw this being tried on and I was very intrigued. This is a liner that you put on and then you kind of seal the deal with this other side, with this guy right here that's clear. And then it becomes very transfer proof. To me, it feels I don't know, just use a liquid lip. But also I did order the peel off, the lip liner peel off thing. I'm really curious to try that. I don't know, I'm really curious to try that. What is with this needs to stop. I've been aggressively finger pointing recently and I'm do we need to go to therapy? Because what is happening? Stop. Okay, so this right here, the texture on the mouth drove me insane. It literally felt this film of plastic was on my lips and I could feel it. And every time I'd smack my lips together, I'd be ugh, and it just felt weird. It just had a sensation. Anybody else, please leave it in the comments and help me to not feel so alone with my dissatisfaction of this product that has been bouncing around online and a lot of people do love. I just texture-wise was ew, I cannot. So that's that, you guys. Dang, there were a lot of products that I didn't like in 2023. There were more that I loved, and I will be doing a best worst drugstore kind of compiled into one. So if you're wondering, why are there no drugstore items here that she didn't like? I am going to do a best worst drugstore, and of course I'm going to do an overall best, most fabulous products of 2023. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and ring the bell before you leave so you don't miss it. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Go and have a good one. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.